But if a man tells you he wants kids, ask him why. If he says something along the lines of, I think it would be cool to have a mini me, I want to pass on my genes, or I want somebody to take care of me when I'm older, do not walk, run.
Here are red flag reasons why men want to have kids that you literally need to stop ignoring, literally, like right now. The first one is if men say that they just want men because women are too complicated and they don't want to have women because they know how the world is and they refuse to have women and all this stuff, that should not only be a red flag, but that already is telling you that your husband, your boyfriend, views women as more complicated and this, and that, and views women as less than, depending on how he phrases it. And that should be your biggest indicator as to no, I should not have kids with this man. Like, I'm so serious. Another reason that should be a red flag, literally, is when men say, I just want to keep my family name alive. What the hell does that even mean? I will end it right now. But anyways, if this man's only reason is to keep his family's name alive, that means that he just wants to be a dad, but he doesn't want to be a father. He doesn't want the responsibility, and he probably will never want to be responsible for that kid, and he will just hand you the baby and expect you to do all the work. So, if a man is telling you that you need to have kids because everybody else is having kids, again, red flag, because he just thinks that that is the step that you guys need to take, even though maybe that's not the life that you want. If a man is just looking at you as to like that's our next step because we're already at this age and you don't want to have kids, first of all, you should have never been with a man like that. But also red flag because he just thinks that that is just the next step, regardless of financial situation, emotional situation, whatever situation. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, no, stop. Another reason, if he just says that like your purpose in life is to reproduce, procreate, and that's just women's life or whatever, like that's your next step as a woman because you're literally just made to procreate because you are just a vessel and like that's it, like you are not your own person, red flag, because he only sees you as someone that can literally reproduce, but not as a simple human being that can make their own decisions and say absolutely not, I don't want to have kids. Because men that literally are like that gross me out because they don't see women as women or as human beings. They just see them as people that are just baby makers, literally. And that is so disgusting to me. And that's like you are mentally ill. You are mentally not okay. Because the fact that you don't even view women as women, but just women as baby makers is disgusting. Also, a man that's trying to convince you that you want to be a mother, even though you said that you do not want to be a mother right now or you don't want to be a mother ever, red flag also. Because why is this man trying to convince you that you want to be a mom so bad? That is weird to me. That is weird to me. I have seen a lot of different type of examples in my life that men are trying to convince their wives or convince their girlfriends that they need to have kids right now because it will change their lives and it's just something that they need to do, and it will just like glorifying and romanticizing this, when really a lot of, like, let's be honest, a lot of women know that having a kid isn't like just rainbows, butterflies, gummy bears. It's more harder than it looks. And if a man is trying to convince you that that is going to just change your life and you're gonna love it so bad, and don't get me wrong, kids are cute and everything, but let's be honest, it's not just, it's so romanticized and it's just like harder work, and it usually takes a huge toll on a woman more than a man. Like, let's be honest here. And if a man is trying to convince you that this is your life's work and like you're gonna love it so bad and like you just need to have a kid and like you're gonna love it and it's gonna change your life and you just hate your life right now because you don't have a kid or whatever, because I've seen so many examples of this, leave him too and don't have a kid with this type of man, because this man just wants you to have a kid for him, not to have a kid for yourself. Okay? Okay. Anyways, those are just a few examples that are red flags to me and should be red flags for you. You should not have kids with these type of men. Please, please stop procreating with these uglies, dusties, and musties.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about the red flags that show someone might want to have kids for the wrong reasons. This is a huge decision and it's not something to rush into without some serious reflection. If you're thinking about having kids or you are with someone who's bringing up the idea, this video is for you. Let's talk about some of the things you need to watch out for. So, first red flag, and probably one of the biggest, is when someone wants to have kids to fix a relationship. You might hear people say, once we have a baby, everything will be better. That is a dangerous mindset. Babies are not band aids for existing problems. In fact, they can put more stress on a relationship. If things are not good now, a child is not going to magically solve your issues. You really need to work on the relationship itself before bringing another life into the mix. If your partner is pushing for kids to save the relationship, it's time to pump the brakes and have a serious conversation. Another thing is wanting to have kids for status or image reasons. Sometimes people feel like they need to have kids because everyone around them is having kids or because society expects it. You hear things like, well, it's the next logical step after marriage. Oh, my friends are starting families, but here is the thing: kids shouldn't be treated like a status symbol or an accessory to complete some checklist. Raising children is a long life commitment. If someone's reason for wanting kids is to fit in, to maintain a certain image, that's a big red flag. You want to make sure you're having kids because you genuinely want to be a parent, not because of external pressures. Another major red flag is when someone wants to have kids to feel a void or feel loved. Yes, having a child can bring love and joy into your life, but it should never be a solution for personal loneliness or lack of fulfillment. A child is not responsible for giving you a purpose or emotional wants. If someone says they want kids because they feel empty or unloved, it's important to address those feelings first. Parenthood is incredibly rewarding, but it's also challenging, and your emotional well-being needs to be solid before taking on the responsibility. Make sure having kids from a place of wholeness, not because you're trying to fix an emotional gap. Another common red flag is when there is pressure from a partner or a family to have kids. You might hear things like, my parent want a grandkid, or I have been with my partner for years and they are expecting a family. Look for reasons for having children should come from you, not from someone else. Expectations. It's not easy to get caught up in what others want, but at the end of the day, you are the one who will be responsible for raising this child. If you're not ready or if you're unsure, that's a conversation you need to have with yourself and with your partner. Don't rush into parenthood just because someone else thinks it is. One of the most concerning red flags is when someone wants to have a child to keep their partner from leaving. This happens more often than you think. People believe that having a baby will strengthen the bond or lock into the relationship for good, but trying to trap someone into a relationship with a child is unfair to both partner and the baby. A child should never be used as a tool to control or manipulate a situation. If the foundation of the relationship is not strong, having a baby will only highlight the cracks. This is a clear sign that there are deeper issues that need to be addressed. And finally, wanting kids for financial personal gain is serious red flag. This could look like someone wants to secure child support or other benefit. In some cases, people even thinking having a child will help them get ahead society or financially, but choosing children as means to an end is never a healthy dynamic. Kids are not a financial plan, and bringing a child into the world with ulterior motives is unfair to the child. The decision to become a parent should be rooted in love, care, and genuine desire to nurture another human being, not for personal benefit. So there you have it, six major red flags to watch out for when it comes to having kids. If any of this sound familiar to you, it's important to take a step back and really think about your motivation. Having children is a life altering decision and should come from a place of love, responsibility, readiness, not pressure from outside influence. I hope this video has given you some food for thought. You have any questions, experience to share, drop in the comment section, guys. So don't be trapped. Like, you need to watch out for these red flags because some of the people, they're just trapping other people because of financial benefits. Of course, we've seen such things happening and a lot, like in today's world, a lot something like that has been happening. And another people have some uh because they're lonely, they just want to be with someone. This is the reason they want some kids. So have kids with genuine interest and genuine reasons why you want to have them. So thank you for clicking. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.